just some downloads. Got my little notebook out. It's some downloads that I've just been writing down. And it's honestly, it's, I feel like it'll assist you. So, um, only love those who treat you the way you want to be treated. Blessings of trust and love and harmony will come to you only when you learn your self-worth. Don't be in some of y'all are so focused, right? Y'all are so hyper focused on being the death angel that is what you're manifesting into your life. When you stop focusing on being the death angel, honey, things will change, because seeking revenge, honey, revenge is for God and God only. I'm gonna tell you that off rip. Revenge is for God and God only. I was told by I was told by an I was told by my pastor. I was told by my pastor and my first lady. I was told by my pastor and my first lady. They were like, just because you done gave them some bumps and bruises doesn't mean anything. They can go bandage that up. And I'm thinking to myself, you are absolutely right. They can go bandage up them bumps, them bruises, them throw some ice packs on them eyes and ice pack on your lip because it's swollen, right? Yet when God swings, and that was like, when I tell you, y'all, that hit home. And I really want to share it with you. When God swings, confirmation. Excuse me, it was a duck. When God swings, when God swings, his arm stretches way longer than yours. So why worry about someone else's karma, and if you give it to God, and when he swings, his arm stretches out way longer than yours. You feel me? Mine stretches out about right there. You see the wrist stretches out about right there, that far. But when God swings, honey, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Everything that was taken from you will be brought back to you. So what's the point of dwelling and constantly contemplating? Hello, you guys. I love you all. What's the point of dwelling and contemplating on someone else's karma, or when they gonna get theirs, and is they gonna get theirs, Let God handle it. Let God work it out. Trust and believe me, when he handle it and work it out, things gonna start unfolding quick, fast, and in a hurry, in your favor. And I also got, call your power back to you. Constantly call your power back to you. That is your power. That is no one else's. It is yours. Okay? And my goodness. And I got that from Matthew 5:44. Okay? If you want to go read it, by all means, go read it. Educate yourself. Don't go off of my word. Educate yourself. And also, and no one's perfect. Everybody want to be perfect. Y'all know I preach that, right? Everybody want to be perfect. Everybody want the perfect relationship. They want the perfect house. They want the perfect this. Well, long as that house perfect in your eyes, long as that relationship perfect in your eyes, then therefore it is perfect. But when you sit there and call yourself perfect, no one's perfect, okay? No one is perfect. And know when to walk away and learn to strive to do better, okay? And when I say strive to do better, I mean you have to let go of a lot of toxic things. Honey, trust and believe me. You got to let go of a lot of toxic things. Because I was one that could drink a whole fifth, honey, and be like, where, I mean, what the other fifth type shit. You feel me? I let go of a lot of toxic things. So you gotta learn to strive to do better and learn from the lessons. Forgive yourself from the stressings. That way you can welcome in your blessings. That's a bars for your butt. Okay, that is bars for your butt, and that is the blessings of God giving you children for those who cannot have children. And for those who have children, you need to be looking at your kids and be like, I have to strive to do better. If you ain't got no one motivating you, that is your biggest they are your biggest motivation. He is your biggest motivation. She is your biggest motivation. You shouldn't have to worry about who you land up under to try to motivate you. It ain't where you shouldn't worry about who you land up under to try to motivate you. You need to learn to motivate yourself. You need to learn to love on you. Okay, honey? Okay, honey, boo boo TT child. Okay. And it may not be easy. Yet your Father in heaven, oh my God, your Father in heaven, whoever you may reside with when you worship, your Father, okay, will be so proud of you for it. And he shall forgive you, he or she shall forgive you for your sins. And you're able to walk away with blessings and lessons, okay? Because, honey, when I tell you, life keeps you humble, life keeps you humble. By all means, life keeps you humble. It definitely does. But only God keeps you going. Your kids keep you going. So you absolutely have to strive to do better. Yes, there are trials and tribulations, honey. There are trials and tribulations throughout the years and the days. Yet there's only trials and tribulations when you decide to disown your faith. When you decide to walk away, turn astray from God. I'm not trying to convert anyone by no means yet. I'm just letting you know the downloads that I've got. And I feel like these downloads will actually help you. It definitely helped me throughout my journey reading and meditating and fasting. Honey, I've been fasting. And for once, honey, I've been fasting. And I asked, I'm going to tell you, I asked my pastor and I asked my first lady. I said, how do you fast? When you're fasting, how do you constantly continue to turn over your plate? You know what they told me? You got to pray about it, honey. It don't matter. It don't know. Like I said, it don't matter. I don't care who you residing with, as long as you're taking care of you. When it comes to fasting, because you have to fast, you have to make sure you maintain a fasting. Help you maintain a nice mental state. It helps you. It keeps you energized. You're not sluggish. You're not worried about. You don't have your mind's not racing. There it is. Ooh, wee TT. Your mind is not racing 24/7. It's like the whole world slows down and you able to just open your mind and see everything you need to see. You feel me? Because God is showing you what you're needing to see. And also, you guys, like forgiveness brings you stability. Okay? Forgiveness brings you stability. All right? God, when I say God is going to bless you, honey, God is going to bless you tremendously if you just steadfast and listen and do what you're supposed to do. Now, this video is too much longer. Y'all know I don't wait on nobody to come in. And I'll post the videos I am moved to post the videos. Until then, these videos will be locked and I'll slowly just post them. Yet, as I was saying though, you guys, where was I in? So I had a dream, you guys. I had a dream, right? And it was confirmation. Oh. It was the most beautifulest dream. It really was. And somebody, it was like I was walking, it wasn't even my dream. I was walking up. It was so beautiful. I was walking up and I was going into a delivery room. Me and my child, we were walking up to visit someone's baby. And they was like, they were laying there and they were holding their little baby and the father was standing over them and everything. And next thing you know, like the dream changed and we were in a home and everybody was playing and having fun, dancing. So yeah, I know Easter's coming up, so there may be a big old shindig for Easter. So enjoy yourselves for Easter. And I had this dream, you guys. I had this dream about 3 nights ago. So you're gonna have a really good time at this party. I didn't see any negative things going on at this party. Okay, I know some of y'all are actually in cults, so y'all are, on Easter y'all like to throw sex parties instead of actually parties that represent what Jesus on Easter represent Easter meaning, right? So I hope you get caught. Now this this particular party, right? This particular party, it was, like I said, it was very, very beautiful. And I always pray away the negative. So I know negative, it comes out, honey. It comes out. It happens. You know, people go through their ups and their downs. It's just you got to learn to, once again, have faith. Faith is the key. Faith is what fasting, having faith, and and don't overindulge. Ooh, that's a doozy for you. Don't overindulge. Once you overindulge, 1333. 133, angel number. 333, you may sing 13. Someone lived in apartment 13. Um, like I said, steadfast, and keep your faith. You know, cause it may be hard. Everyone been there, been down a hard road where hell, she, shoot, shoot. When I left, I'm gonna give you an example, honey, cause when I left this this place, the shelter, right? Because we was in the shelter for a little bit. When I left there, they were supposed to help us out and get a whole bunch of stuff. And they told me to write down a list of what we needed. They knew we didn't have anything. You feel me? And the head lady told me to write down everything I needed, like TVs, washers, this, that, and the third. You know, just write down everything you need. And we'll, write down the important things. So I wrote down all the important things, and honey, they delivered. I'm sleeping on a box screen. Thank God they love kids, but yet I think they love kids a little too much. The people who delivered, because I got that feeling from them. Yet they gave my baby a mattress, which that's a blessing. You feel me? I'm sleeping on a box screen because of these people, though. And and But that's because of Jessica Johnson, though. No, not Jessica Johnson from New Madrid. Jessica Johnson from Sykeston, a little white lady. Uh, she placed the order of what I needed, and the things I needed was by far not what I put on my list. It was like she made her own list up, and it was crazy because the downsides. When I tell you the downsides, it was remarkable. The downsides that I had to make in order. And that's what I'm trying to get at. The downsides that I made is the downsides that you're afraid to make. You're scared to start over right now, and it's okay to be scared to start. It's okay to be scared. But you know what? Fear, you're feeding that demon. That fear is a demon. That negative spirit, you're feeding a demon. You cannot constantly feed fear. Where is fear going to get you? Nowhere. You have to be brave and go after what you desire. So I'm not understanding why y'all are taking your time. I know everything happens in divine timing. Yeah, honey, how much time do you need? How much time do you need to succeed? Because look at us now. Look at us. I'm making it happen, Captain. Look at us. I am making it happen. And I thank all those who helped me throughout my time that I was going through things and they didn't throw negative stuff my way. They didn't beat me down even more like the shelter I was in. You feel me? Them negative environments, you have to get yourself out of them negative environments, because once you constantly sit within them negative environments, honey, them negative environments, that negativity is going to try to consume you. The next thing you know, you doing this, you doing that. The things you don't even do. Or shit, somebody roofing you, or drugging you some sort of kind of way. Like, you have to be careful. Honey, when I tell you I broke so many generational curses, I'm not drinking. I'm not smoking. I broke so many generational curses. It is crazy. And I thank God for that, you know? Because my main thing was to try to get us one in a good church home, one that was just the end all to be all, you know. And I'm not gonna say the end all to be all, like, cause I'm gonna be honest with you. I done been to so many churches and I've never double backed. In this church, I double backed. I double backed. And it's one more church that I want to visit, because I feel it's just this one though. I'm not gonna cheat on my church. Let me say it like that. Definitely not gonna cheat on my church. I was invited to this church a long time ago. That's enough about me. This was all about you though. I just wish y'all the best on your journey, and I hope that you can learn from your situation that you're going through, because I definitely learned from mine. I hope that you're able to reach your goals that you are needing to reach. But that's all the downloads I had, so peace, peace, and love. Don't mind the night, yeah.